Thanks to our friends at The Motley Fool for sponsoring this video. Visit fool.com/Rive to receive the top 10 stocks to buy right now. Coinbase stock has fallen 75% since coming public in 2021, but there's still a lot to like about this Web3 company, and I want to go through it with you in 3 minutes. First of all, let's start with Coinbase's business model. So there are 3 main components to its business. Products that it sells to individuals, so this is the exchange, which you see in the top left here, buy and sell. And then the Coinbase Wallet, which is actually a completely separate app and is a decentralized wallet similar to something like MetaMask. Coinbase isn't just providing banking type kind of services with crypto trading and debit cards. It's really creating an identity solution for you. There are sites on the web now that you can sign in with your Coinbase account, similar to the way that you would sign in with your Google account or your Facebook account. So I think that's an interesting way to think about this company long term. On the business side, Coinbase is providing some similar products to institutions. You see this institutional and prime services. Now, Coinbase recently signed a deal with BlackRock to provide trading services for their advanced traders. That's really a validation of how good their products are. Now, it is important to keep in mind that this is a pretty low margin business. Really, the money is made right now from individual trading, but long term, this could be a pretty good growth opportunity. Now, on the developer side of things, this is where I think there's really a lot of opportunity for Coinbase to provide basically infrastructure for Web3 developers. You can see they have cloud services, wallet SDK, the Pro Exchange. This is really providing back-end solutions for project developers on multiple blockchains. Think of this a little bit like an AWS or an Azure cloud service for the Web3 community. Included in this are things like staking, which Coinbase is going to be handling for a lot of its customers, and then taking about 25% of the staking rewards as a revenue source. So these are really interesting options for growth long term, and I think this is really where we're going to see a lot of opportunity. Now let's get into Coinbase's financials. So you can see here that trading revenue has really dropped dramatically over the last few months. Q4 2021, $2.5 billion in net revenue, and last quarter, $803 million in revenue. That resulted in a net loss of about $1.1 billion. I'll go through why that isn't quite as big as it seems. There's some non-cash charges there and then some mark-to-market adjustments there as well. Here's the services revenues. This is like the cloud services and other kind of services to individuals that Coinbase is providing. Down a little bit from Q4 2021, but I think this chart on the right here is really important because this is revenue adjusted to Q2 2022 pricing. So basically, Coinbase lowered their prices in the last couple of quarters, and so that's what this adjustment is for. You're seeing that actually revenue is pretty flat. So despite the fact that we're in this crypto winter now, there still is a lot of demand for this kind of services that Coinbase is providing. I think that is really telling for where the company is going. And here's that cash walk, $6.6 billion at the start of the second quarter. End of the second quarter, $6.2 billion. There was $161 million operating cash flow loss, but you can see that this is not nearly as big as the $1.1 billion loss reported on a net income basis. And a company like Coinbase with $6.2 billion in cash on the balance sheet is still a really strong financial position. So is this stock a buy today? I put together a 1-sentence investment thesis for Coinbase. Coinbase is a combination of JP Morgan, Google, and AWS for crypto and Web3. So they have exchange, they have the identity, and then they have the infrastructure services as well. You can see a market cap of $17.8 billion at $6.2 billion in cash. So a lot of cash compared to their market cap. They are losing money, but this is really a growth stock and a recovery play in the Web3 space. That's why I'm very bullish on Coinbase stock. I own shares, and I think this is a company that has a really bright future.